So yeah, people are getting their karma and they're under judgment and they're under investigation and things are being looked at now. That's some kind of truth. And you may even have to speak your truth. This may be part of it. Maybe you are the catalyst here. You are the one that sets off the dominoes. Others of you, it's some other truth that gets revealed. Maybe you've been fighting for a long time and nothing has been happening until now some kind of truth is revealed. You might have empathy, so that's where you need to stick by your guns, collective, because you might feel bad for this person. You might feel bad for these people. They might cry to you. They might beg, please, please. Now they're going through karma, so they may want to come to you and leech off of you or be with you or ask you to please reconsider. You tried to work things out with this person. You did try. You tried to cooperate with them, and they caused you so much stress and so much burden. They were a liability. They were a source of stress. Like, they are just, I don't know if this person is chaotic. I don't know if this person is just, I don't know, they burden everybody. They're very stressful to deal with is what I see. And you had to deal with this for a long time is what I'm getting. Because of some kind of agreement or contract or a commitment that you were in with them. It doesn't have to be a romantic commitment, it can be a legal commitment, okay? There's just so many things that you want investigated, you want looked at. Like I said, they were receiving paper after paper and then phone call and then people knocking on their doors and all these things that they've been doing that are now getting looked at and reviewed, investigated. And this person is pissed. We have, I can feel the disgust. So I'm getting that they are being judged by a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people see through them now. A lot of people are judging them. A lot of people are very disgusted, disappointed, turned off by them. People are seeing them for who they really are. They truly are having multiple things happen to them, multiple sources of karma. Collective, welcome to your reading. Please keep in mind that these are general, so not every message will be for you. Let's dive into your channeled message. For you, collective, I'm seeing an egg. And eggs usually represent like a new start, a new beginning, a new life even. I see it hatching, and out of this egg, there's a house. So it zooms into the house, and there's obviously someone or people in the house, and I see a person appearing out of nowhere with paperwork. They have a paper, I see them writing something up, and then I see it giving it to the people in the house or to someone in the house. And after they walk away, and I see them doing this, kind of like, well, that's all taken care of now, or now this is dealt with, or I'm glad I handled that, or all done, yes. Something about that, okay? They walk away, and I see that the people receiving this paper seem confused, okay? They're reading through the paper. There's all this stuff on the paper, and on the bottom, they seem to be really focused on the bottom. There's like a signature or a stamp. It's giving official vibes. There's something official about this document or this notice. Something that they're receiving is official, maybe even legal, final, and they seem stressed out, okay? I see them really stressed. They're reading it. It's like an energy of, what are we going to do? They're looking at each other and they're arguing amongst themselves. And then I see out of nowhere receiving another paper out the side, and then another, and then they get a phone call, and then someone starts knocking at the door. So there's just like things coming out of nowhere, left and right, here and there. It's like distractions everywhere. And I mean, a house can usually represent a foundation, a family situation, or an actual home. It could be a family, could be a business. It's some kind of foundation, okay? Some of you, it's a literal house or a family. But let's just say it's a foundation to keep it general, okay? So a foundation is, I want to say, crumbling. People are getting hit left and right with what seems to be karma. Honestly, it seems like all these notices, maybe it's fines, maybe it's documents that they need to go to court, maybe it's lawsuits. things left and right, and then they're getting called, and then people are knocking at the door for them, like people are looking for them, people are coming for them. They're receiving a lot of official finalized things, like your time is up, this is official, this is final, and they're worried on what they're going to do. Now, I was kind of curious, what is this? What did they do? How did we get here? And it's just showing me like an image of this person, at least one of them, with their arms crossed. And it's like an energy of stubbornness. It's like, no, I'm not going to change. I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to agree. And I'm not going to do what you want me to do. So there's a refusal to change here from somebody or from multiple people. They seem to be a part of some kind of foundation. Maybe they thought this foundation was their new life, their new beginning. Maybe it was supposed to be that for them. Maybe this situation leads to a new start and a new beginning and a new life for you, okay? Some of you may be these people. Maybe this is happening to you, but I'm kind of feeling like this is like a bird's eye view of somebody else. Somebody who refused to change, they refused to take something seriously, and they refused to listen. They could have been getting warnings. They could have been getting, like, maybe their intuition was telling them, like, I need to start thinking about how I'm going to change. I need to start thinking about maybe listening to what people are saying. I need to do something differently, but they refused, okay? And now something is final. There could be legal things here, and there's just left and right, they're getting hit. So a lot of stress coming in for these people. We're going to take a look at what comes out in the reading. All right, so we're going to pull some oracles for you. We have miracles. It says, have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered, and surrender the how. So if there was something that you were praying and wishing and hoping for, a collective, it's coming in. It almost seems like a miracle. It's like, it might have seemed impossible. It might have seemed like it took a long time to come in. But something that you've been praying for, you've been asking for help in a situation, it's coming. Your prayers have been answered, and surrender the how. So you did have to wait for this to manifest, and maybe you didn't know how it was going to happen, but it's happening. And yeah, it seems magical, or it seems like a miracle. It's like, I can't believe this is going down this way. We have prosperity lies ahead with the new moon in Taurus. Right, and we did get that stubborn energy. So I see prosperity up ahead for you, collective. There's a lot of money and abundance to be made or to be had. Maybe it's from the situation, maybe it's from other sources, because you're coming out as the King of Pentacles at the top. So you definitely have a lot of stability here, abundance, security. So if you feel like you're not stable right now, you're not as grounded, maybe you're out money, maybe you've been going through something hard with the Strength card, I do see you getting out of that. It is your time to get out of hard times. It is your time to move away from some kind of difficult period in your life. That time has come, collective, and you've had to wait for this to happen. You did go through something. Okay, so today Taurus energy is in the reading. Some of you could have Taurus placements. You could have been dealing with someone who had them. Again, Taurus energy is just in the reading. So Taurus energy, I'm going to list the good and the bad of the Taurus energy. So some of the good is steadiness, very committed energy, slow burn energy, like it takes time, but it's very stable and it's committed. We have a lot of loyalty. We have traditional types of energies. We have generosity. We have a lot of strength and endurance from the Taurian energy. Like Taurus is very stubborn and they're very fixed. And they can be a good thing sometimes because there's just a lot of earthiness and strength to it. Like nothing can bend the Taurus. Nothing can push the Taurus. Nothing can rush them. Nothing can pressure them or influence them. So you may even have this energy now in this situation. It's like, no, you didn't listen. You didn't heed the warnings. This is how it's going to go now. And you cannot change my mind and you cannot move me. There's an unmovable strength here. Okay, very solid. On the negatives, there's stubbornness. There's being too fixed in your ways where you can't change. You can't compromise. You don't listen. There's just that very, stubbornly energy, hard-headed. There could be an energy of laziness as well, not wanting to do something unless it benefits them, or simply not wanting to do anything in the situation, not moving, being lazy, not wanting to change. There's also like a hedonism that can be a little negative with Taurus energy, where sometimes they can get stuck in like the hedonism, like pleasure and sex and food and luxury brands and maybe substances and drugs and overconsumption, being self-indulgent. So that energy could be there as well. I'm trying to think of more. I still have brain fog from having COVID. That's all that's really coming to mind right now, is I just feel like on the negatives, there's an energy here that is very stubborn and stuck in their ways. And they could even be self-indulgent. So they've been quite lazy. They've not been wanting to do something that they've been maybe guided to do, warned to do, asked to do several times. Maybe it's about learning their lessons from the past and they're not doing that. They're not changing. They're not going within. They're not self-reflecting. They're not growing. So there's just a very stubborn, but it's like you also have that stubborn energy today with the Taurus energy. It's like, if you're going to be stubborn, I'm going to be stubborn. I'm going to hold my own, and there's nothing you can do to sway me. So let's also get some oracles here for you. We've been using this deck, and I actually quite like it. We have Cupid's arrow. It says, have faith that love is coming. Surprise invitation or meeting. And we have hesitation. Cupid's arrow. So some of you have a new opportunity coming in. You might be a little hesitant. It could have to do with love, or it could be something else. Maybe it is love. Like maybe you want your love life to change. Maybe you want to call in love, but I do see some other situation going on around you. And maybe you just need time to get out of that, okay? You're on your way out is what I'm seeing. We have I like you. It says someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, and want to date. Wow. So we definitely have new opportunities coming in for you. We have love, we have money coming in, and we have a removal of some kind of stubborn energy around you, okay? Maybe you are that person that's writing up the paper and handing it to them. Like, okay, glad that's taken care of now. You could be removing certain individuals from your lives. It could be a termination of contracts and agreements you have with others. It's people that were not listening. So maybe you tried several times to communicate with them, and there's just this very stubborn refusal. So now you're taking action against them. There could even be several other people or other organizations taking action against them because they were receiving multiple things come appearing out of nowhere. Wow. I do feel stubborn energy. It's not wanting to separate the cards and get one out. Come on. See how much of a struggle that was. So there's definitely struggle energy in the reading. We have Sri Bala. It says commitment entirely and without hesitation to your most passionate inspirations. There are genius and wisdom in what you yearn to do. You have a greater capacity to attain fruition than those around you may recognize. Believe in yourself even if no one else does. It is not imagination that drives you toward your destiny, but the instinctive recognition of your true purpose. Wow. So that's what that card looks like. So there's definitely something coming in, and it's mentioning hesitation again. Commit entirely without hesitation. You could have an opportunity in love or in life coming in. You may hesitate a little at first. It's saying not to. Commit to it and stick by your guns, okay? If you want something, commit to it fully. Yeah, you have a greater capacity to attain fruition than those around you may recognize. Again, you have a lot of strength. People may underestimate you, collective. They may see you as someone that they can walk all over, or they don't need to change, or they don't need to listen to, but that is further from the truth. And now it's like they're getting firsthand, like a taste of their own medicine, or they're getting the consequences of their actions. Like, you are standing strong, okay? You may need to deliver something to people, whether it be like, I don't know what it could be. It's so different for everybody, but it could be like an official thing that you are handing to them. You're giving it to them, or you're handing it in. There's some kind of review energy and termination of an agreement or a contract, or removal of people. And I keep getting the same theme. A lot of us in the collective right now are having toxic blockages, toxic people, karmics being removed. And it's going to happen in different ways for different people. Some of you, it's legally, they're getting removed. Others of them are just getting karma, and it's removing them from your life. Okay, so starting off the reading, we have the Six of Swords and the Strength. So like I said, your time is here. You are now moving away from tough times. And this has been something that has been quite a struggle in your life. You've had to really be patient. You've had to really tame your emotions. You could have had to, it's a patient energy. Like, you had to wait to get through this, or you had to tough it out. And you're stronger than you think, okay? You are very strong with the Taurian energy. This could even be an energy of external people having to relocate, move away, or the fact that you're moving away, you're relocating, or you're moving into better times is causing somebody some struggle. So it's like they don't like this. It means some kind of demise for them, that you're now moving away from them, or that they need to move away from some situation. I see a lot of regret and remorse. So there's like actual physical crying. Some of you could experience begging, confessions, some kind of reaction here that shows you that people have regret, or that they're very upset and crying, okay? So you have to stay strong in the situation too, and stick by your guns, because if this is something that you want, you need to commit to that fully. Do not let people emotionally manipulate you. Don't feel, sorry to them to the point where you cave. You have to stick by what you want. And I see that you are turning your head. So again, like, you are coming across as a King of Pentacles, someone who's very secure and stable. Usually they have really good money, they have investments, they have a good job. They're usually workaholic energy, like they're very focused on their job. And they're very committed people. Also very generous. So you could have all those traits in you. Some of you could have Taurus in your chart. If not, like I said, you could just be embodying Taurian energy. So you're very strong, stable, solid, generous. And for once, it's like you are turning away from this emotional manipulation. If you experience people crying and begging, please, pleading to you, you have to be strong and turn your back. And that's what you're doing. I feel like you're fed up. You don't care. I do feel that these people, or this person, has had plenty of time to review, be self-aware, go within, change, think about what people have been asking of them, and they have refused this whole time. So now they're getting consequences of their actions, and they're going to be crying, maybe even begging to you, please don't do this, please. But you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. And it could even be because you're coming into some kind of abundance, you're doing well. If this hasn't happened now, it could happen in the future, and you might have somebody pop up like, please, please take me back. Forgive me, please give me another chance. And you're just going to have to stay strong and turn your back. Some of you, this person was a King of Pentacles. Could be somebody who appeared to have a certain lifestyle. They appeared to do well financially. They could like materialism. Like, again, there's that hedonistic energy. Pouring all of their time and energy and prioritizing like drugs and booze and food and looking like they have a lifestyle and flaunting money, and someone who likes to have status and wealth and success. And even if they don't have it, because they could have Earth in their chart themselves, so they could just like appear as a King of Pentacles. They may not have it, but they appear to have it, or they like to show it off. Again, maybe they got warnings about this, like maybe they needed to budget their money better, or they needed to pay off some kind of debt, or they owed money, or they were supposed to be more considerate with their money and their spending, and they weren't listening. So something is happening to them, and it's like in the future, if this doesn't happen immediately when they go through the karma, when you start to do well, I see that this person might come groveling to you, okay? Now, you yourself had to struggle, and you may have even suffered. You may have suffered while this person was like, I don't know, flexing or showing off, or look at me, I have all this stuff, or I'm doing well. And now things are flipping, the table is turning. This could be a committed person. Maybe they got committed to someone else. Maybe it's someone who showed off that they were very successful. Maybe they showed off that they were making all this money. Whatever it is to you, some of you, it's none of those things. This could be like some other external person that you work with, or you run a business with them, or you have some foundation with them, or they have some foundation that was because of you. Okay? I'll let you pick and choose who this is, because there'll be so many different types of karmic people that are receiving justice right now. Some of you had relationships with them. Like we have the commitment card, the Hierophant. Some of you were committed to them. Some of you just had a contract or an agreement with them. Okay? Some kind of a commitment, a contract, or an agreement. And it's like, instead of compromising with you, instead of listening or changing or stopping doing what they're doing, they fought. They fought against you maybe for a long time, and this could have even caused you to struggle. This was very hard on you. You're moving away from that now. You don't need to deal with that now. At least in the near future, you're not going to have to deal with any of this anymore. So they fought and they fought and they fought, and they caused you so much stress and so much burden here. They may have even done that on purpose, okay? They were very defensive towards you. They were very stubborn. I feel like a lot of people had been telling this person something, like, you need to change, or you need to stop doing what you're doing, or this needs to stop. And they were just very stubborn, defending themselves with, no, I know best. Maybe wanting to silence you. So they would not stop, and this caused so much stress and so much struggle for you. So now that you're going to be moving away from this period of your life, they're going to be going through some regret and some karma. So I see them like pleading to you, maybe in the future, maybe it's when this all goes down, but I see them like crying to you, please, expressing how they feel. Could be anybody trying to tell you how they feel. Please, please reconsider. Please let me back. Please give me another chance. Please review the situation. And yeah, it's like you're really going to find out how much this person actually cared about something. They really cared about something. It could be like a new beginning that they were supposed to have. Like this could have been their chance to have a new beginning, a new life, a new opportunity. And they really actually cared about this, but it's like instead of, I don't know, they were careless in some situation. They didn't listen. They were warned several times, or they had, you know, red flags were coming through, like red flag, you're on the wrong path. You're doing the wrong things. This is going to blow up in your face. This will come to an end if you don't stop. Could be like a work situation, and they were very toxic and nasty. At some point, people are going to review the situation. They're going to get fired. And then what? Because they didn't want to change something that they were doing. Maybe they're getting evicted from a property. Maybe they're getting their home, their car repoed. Maybe they're going to court. Maybe they're dealing with lawsuits. Maybe they're losing their children. Whatever it is, like, they could have prevented this. They could have prevented this, and they had a chance at true happiness with some kind of a new life, new opportunity, but they sabotaged it. They fought. No, I want to keep going on the path that I'm going. I want to keep doing the things that I'm doing. I don't want to change. I don't want to stop. So, and there was some kind of an agreement, a contract, could be like a legal agreement here with someone, or a commitment that you had with them, and there was some kind of long-term energy around this. This went on for a long time. It could have been a long-term agreement, a long-term contract. And it's like just now they're finally expressing how they feel. So some of you had like some kind of commitment with them, like a romantic commitment. They could have even went to someone else, and maybe now that they're dealing with karma, now they're coming forward, expressing their feelings like, please, let's get back together. I care about you. I still want you. And it's kind of ridiculous at this point because it's been so long. They could have done this a long time ago and they didn't. Again, stubbornness. No, I'm not going to. If it's some other external person, yeah, it's like they had a long time. They had this agreement or contract with you or situation for a long time, and only now are they trying to like fix things or get another chance or show remorse and guilt and regret. So it's just not like, I just see you uninterested in hearing what they have to say. If this is like the court system, an official, a lawyer, a police officer, they have no interest in hearing this person out because they've had a long time to change. They've had a long time to get their shit together. They've had a long time to figure something out for themselves, and they refused. And yeah, you had to really be patient for a long time. You had to really struggle. You had to be very strong for a long time. Something about a review or judgment being called on them. Judgment is now being called on them, and for some of you, they are under review. They could be under investigation. They could be under, what's the word for, I can't remember the word. Let's just say it's a review or under investigation. Something is getting reviewed. Maybe something was being reviewed for a long time. You had to wait. You had to be so strong. And now finally, there's a verdict. Now finally, judgment is being called on them. So it's like they weren't sorry when they got away scot-free. But now that they're dealing with karma, now they're sorry, and now this and now that. So it's just, you don't want to hear it. People don't want to hear it. People don't care. They're turning their backs on this person. The Ace of Swords is in the center of the spread today. So there's a lot of significance today around truth, clarity, truth being spoken, truth being revealed. So again, it's kind of connected to long-term energy, something that they were doing or refusing to do for a long time. Has to do with a commitment, a contract, or an agreement. And the truth is coming out about this now. Truth is coming out. They are under judgment. And you may have even had to fight for your position. You had to fight, you had to push. So, and that's where it was really hard for you, because maybe for a while something was being reviewed, or you just felt like you were not being heard, or justice was not being served. And now finally, thank God, thankfully, because you have kept pushing and you've kept fighting for your standpoint, the truth has come out. So this is leading to a new beginning for you. I see that it's leading to some kind of stressful situation for whoever was doing this. And now, you know, the tables have turned. Like I said, you are coming into a new beginning, a new life, a new start, and happiness with your family, happiness with your loved ones, whether it be a new partner, children, your family, the other coworkers that you work with, your employees. Maybe it's maybe you're a landlord, it's your other tenants or your neighbors. Okay, it could be classmates, could be your students if you're a teacher. There's just a lot more harmony and balance and happiness among everybody when this all happens. So yeah, people are getting their karma, and they're under judgment, and they're under investigation, and things are being looked at now. That's some kind of truth. And you may even have to speak your truth. This may be part of it. Maybe you are the catalyst here. You are the one that sets off the dominoes. Others of you, it's some other truth that gets revealed. Maybe you've been fighting for a long time and nothing has been happening until now. Some kind of truth is revealed. So yeah, I see at the end, you're quite happy and you're invested into something. And they may even be trying to come back. Please give me another chance. Please reconsider. Please review. But it's almost as if they ask for a review, things may be reviewed and it may not work out in their favor. More evidence may be found out. Something about things that they were doing for a long time. So something has been happening for a long time and it's being reviewed, it's being looked at, it's being investigated. This is leading to your happiness. This is also leading to the truth coming out. So in the outcome, we've got the King of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Judgment. Again, judgment is being called on some people or this person, and they're emotional. They're in their feelings. They're conflicted. They could be fighting amongst themselves because something is getting reviewed or judgment is being called on them. A verdict is coming out. So they're getting their karma, and you may even be feeling in a very grounded, emotionally, like you may be emotional from the situation. I can see that, you know, of course, why wouldn't you? This is a lot to deal with, and maybe even for a long time. And maybe it's taken a long time to get justice, to have things work out in your favor. So you could be emotional, but you could also be feeling emotionally stable, emotionally grounded here. Maybe you do have some kind of feelings or empathy for the situation. You might have empathy, so that's where you need to stick by your guns, collective, because you might feel bad for this person. You might feel bad for these people. They might cry to you. They might beg, please, please. Now they're going through karma, so they may want to come to you and leech off of you or be with you or ask you to please reconsider. So you need to stick by your guns, because if this is the outcome that you want, you can't let somebody influence you to do something else. Let people get their karma. Let people go through their karma. Okay? So let's take a look at external energies for you. I'm not really seeing a whole lot about love. But I mean, you could come out of some kind of tough situation that you're moving away from. Okay, when you move away from this tough situation, you've had to be very strong and patient. Some of you may come into a commitment. Okay, some kind of truth is coming out. Somebody may be confessing feelings to you, and this could be someone that you were invested in. So this may happen around the time that you start to free yourself from negativity. Once someone starts to get their karma, that's when your blessings come in. Okay, it's almost like this energy was blocking your blessings. It couldn't come in until these energies were cleared out and removed. So you may very well meet somebody, and some of you may get together with a very committed, loyal, stable person. And it's like when someone finds out, like you could have an ex that finds out about this. Here they come crying. Oh, it bothers me. Please, I want to confess my feelings. Please, let me back. Reconsider. I want you back. I care about you. I have feelings for you. So, and then at the bottom, we have somebody stressed out and bothered and going through karma and weighed down because now you're happy with someone else and they were invested in you and they still love you. But they had all this time to come forward. They had all this time to change. They had all this time to self-reflect, and they didn't. So there's multiple situations here where you just don't have that much empathy. Like you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. You're committed to other things and you're stubborn yourself. You are stubborn. So externally we have some energies of anxiety, panic. Okay, so somebody has a lot of panic, they have a lot of anxiety, they're freaking out right now. So someone's in their head, they're overthinking, because you are taking a leap of faith into a new beginning, a new life, a new start. This is also an energy of taking off, leaving without a care in the world. So you just took a leap, or you left, or you're leaving a situation, or you took action into something and you don't even care. You're just like, you know, see you, eat my dust. And this person is freaking out right now because it's almost like they need you. It does feel that way, collective. Whoever these people are, they need you. They need you, and you're leaving them. You're abandoning them in something. The Three of Pentacles, they were hoping that they could work things out with you, okay? And the Ten of Wands, they're very stressed. They're very burdened. They also caused a lot of this energy in your life. You tried to work things out with this person. You did try. You tried to cooperate with them, and they caused you so much stress and so much burden. They were a liability. They were a source of stress. Like, they are just, I don't know if this person is chaotic. I don't know if this person is just, I don't know. They burden everybody. Everybody that they come into contact with, they burden, they stress them out. This is just not a fun person to have around, or fun people to have around. As soon as people, you know, have this person around, they don't want them in their life anymore. They're like, oh my God, get rid of this person. Oh my God, how can I get rid of them? I want them out. I don't want them in my life anymore. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, is this person unwell? Are these people unwell? They're very stressful to deal with, is what I see. And you had to deal with this for a long time, is what I'm getting. Because of some kind of agreement or contract or a commitment that you were in with them. It doesn't have to be a romantic commitment. It can be a legal commitment, okay? You had to be tied to this person for so long. It's like you're just so happy that you can get free of this person. And you don't care. Like, you're just on it. You're so for this, and they are freaking out because they need you. Justice. So yeah, judgment is being called on this person or these people, and justice is being served. They are now receiving their karma, okay? They're receiving exactly what they deserve. And the Queen of Wands. Some of you are dealing with females. They are very angry. They're pissed off. They're jealous. They're upset. Some of you are females, and you could be feeling very fired up, very passionate about this. Like, look at what I meant. You know, you're just so for this. You are living for this. You are loving this. You're excited. You're passionate. You're inspired. It's like you feel free. You're excited because you feel free of them. It's like it's giving you your spark back in life. You are so excited. You are so into this. And the Seven of Cups. You could be looking at your options. You could be dating, exploring, or looking at all the possibilities that come with the removal of this agreement, with the removal of this person. It's freeing up so much for you. Now it's like, I can do this. I can do that. I can move. I can travel. I can blah, 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 blah. Things will be better. Things will be more peaceful. So you're excited and you're inspired, collective. Now you're free, or now you can do something else. The Page of Swords. You also could have been quite upset or angry with this person yourselves. And you could have had so many things that you could get looked at. Maybe it's like you can complain about so many different things. You can report them for so many different things. You can get so many different things investigated. There's just so many things that you want investigated, you want looked at. Wow, these people or this person is just very destructive. The fact that they had so many things that can be looked at or reviewed or investigated. You were quite angry about this, quite angry about dealing with this, or quite angry about finding out about all these things. And now this person's angry. It's like they're flailing, they're having emotional outbursts, they're angry, they're pissed off, that there are all these different things that are being reviewed or looked at. Like I said, they were receiving paper after paper, and then phone call, and then people knocking on their doors, and all these things that they've been doing that are now getting looked at and reviewed, investigated. And this person is pissed. They're pissed. It's like they didn't think that they were going to get their karma. They didn't think that these things were going to be found out. But the truth is out. Actions and intentions. So in their actions, they're at a crossroads. They have, they can do something, or they don't have to do something, or it's a choice that they need to make, and they're still not making the choice. They're still like, what do I do? Do I do this or do I not? So they have been refusing to make some kind of choice here. They've been refusing to do something. And now they have no other choice but to deal with the consequences. Intentions, the King of Swords. It's like their intentions was to not care. Their intentions was to be detached. They didn't want to face the music. They didn't want to look at something. They didn't want to do something. They could have also been analytical, maybe strategizing something, planning something. Again, it's like they're kind of in indecision about taking action. I kind of feel like they didn't feel like doing something. They detached. They didn't care. And they didn't want to make up their mind. Well, that's not going too well for them. Let's take a look at damaged confessions. If you guys like this deck, the finished copy has been released. It's on my website, or you can even find it on my Etsy shop. It's a lot nicer than this deck. This is my prototype. So we've got big mouth, we've got gossip, impulsive, tells your secrets, talks about your business, can't be trusted, twists the truth. So instead of like, I don't know, instead of looking at themselves, taking accountability and doing something, this person spent a lot of their time gossiping, slandering you, telling lies, exposing secrets of yours, or just straight up lying. They twist the truth, so they can't even be trusted with what they're saying. They're just spewing out all these lies and gossiping about you. Trying to ruin your reputation is kind of what I'm seeing. So they were like assassinating your character. They were slandering you. They were trying to make you look bad. And meanwhile, you had to deal with this for such a long time. And the truth is coming out. I feel like everybody is hearing about this. Everybody is finding out about this. Damaged AF. Hurts and betrays you. Childhood trauma, reckless, dishonesty, unstable, manipulative, mental illness, cheater, serial dating, and mind games. Oof. Yeah, this person is like a hurricane. They are very destructive. They're very damaged. And they're very unhealed. Some of them are very unwell. They could be mentally ill. They could have addiction. They have a lot of issues here, and they go around and they're just a huge burden to everybody they come in contact with. Manipulative as well, and dishonest and unstable. This person is like a natural disaster. I never wanted to care about anyone the way I care about you. Okay? So that's what I'm kind of seeing down here. It's like you're really going to find out towards the end how much they actually really care about you, or about this opportunity, or about the agreement, the contract. Some of you it's a job, some of you it's a residence, some of you it's an opportunity, some of you it's a friendship, a relationship, something, an agreement. Like they actually really valued this thing, but they didn't take the steps in order to keep it in their lives. If you care about someone or something, then you need to take care of it. You can't abuse it, be neglectful towards it, refuse to change, refuse to take accountability. It's going to leave your life. Okay? So if they really cared about it, they should have done more, is what I'm getting. We have, whenever something goes wrong, I just want to run back to you. Exactly. Like this person is going to want to grovel and beg, especially when they see you doing well, because I kind of feel like you're coming into abundance, collective. You have some kind of prosperity coming into your life, either when this happens, because of this, or after this. Maybe it's someone that you have children with. You are going to receive your child support. You are going to receive your alimony. Some of you are suing. Some of you are going after them for money that they owe you. Okay, there's something. There could be damages here to your property, damages in something. You're going to get that money, or you're coming into money from some other source. Yeah, they will be at your mercy. And whenever something goes wrong in their life, they expect that they can come back and you'll help them, because maybe you helped them before. Maybe you were forgiving before. Maybe you were very lenient before. Well, that's changing. Okay, you're no longer going to be people-pleasing. You're no longer going to have so much empathy that you just overlook people's red flags. You don't want to hear it, and you're definitely not going to help this person because they did this to themselves. And like I said, you need to let people go through their karma. We have want to make them jealous. Okay, so some of you, this person, if they were flaunting, if they were flexing, if they were irresponsible with their money, if they got committed to someone else, they were doing it to get some kind of reaction from you or from someone else, okay? Very petty, very childish, very immature motives. They wanted to make people jealous of them. They wanted to show off and look like they have a lifestyle. But it's like they have very poor money managing skills. They are very frivolous with their spending. They're irresponsible with their money. And that's why they're losing everything, okay? Maybe they did something to make you jealous and it's biting them in the ass because now they're getting so much karma. Something blew up in their face. Could be like they got committed to someone else and they thought, oh, I'm going to flex how well I'm doing and I'm going to make you jealous. And now it's all coming crumbling down. Somebody could be filing a lawsuit against them. You could have a lawsuit against them as well. You could be suing them. Someone else is suing them. They could be getting kicked out of somewhere, fired. Like they're just losing everything and everyone. And multiple people could be coming after them. Okay? Could be like multiple things. Like maybe they're under review. Maybe they owe money. Maybe they are being investigated for something and you're filing a lawsuit and someone else is filing a lawsuit, or someone else went to the police, or a lot of people are sick and tired of this person because they are so reckless and so destructive. We have, I twist the truth with them. I hide things. Okay, so yeah, dishonest. Very dishonest with people, with others, maybe in court. They're a liar, okay? So they've been like twisting things around with other people, not telling them the full truth, but the full truth is going to be discovered, okay? The full truth is coming out and judgment's being called on them. We have, I can feel the disgust. So I'm getting that they are being judged by a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people see through them now. A lot of people are judging them. A lot of people are very disgusted, disappointed, turned off by them. People are seeing them for who they really are. They truly are having multiple things happen to them, multiple sources of karma. And I heard multiple sources of income as I said that. So you could be receiving multiple sources of income while they receive multiple sources of karma. I love that. That's going to be the title. So now let's take a look at your independent energy. You could even have a relationship coming through as well once you're all done this situation and you're free of it. The wheel. Wow, things are turning in your favor. It's giving me chills. This was meant to happen, collective. This was all the greater divine's plan. You might even be like realizing why things happened the way that they did. It was all leading up and it was all building your case and it was all building up to the finale. You are getting what you want, collective. You have the 9 of Cups. So you're getting something that you've wanted, something that's making you happy. You could even be proud of it. You could even be a little bit like, haha, okay? Like you're just so happy. You feel like things are finally going in your favor. You feel lucky. You feel blessed. And you're so happy. You're so happy and like you're delighted about this. You might have had to save money for quite a while and you might be coming into some prosperity here. Okay, some of you are going to be holding back from somebody because they're very toxic. So you don't want to share with this person. Again, you might come into money, is what I'm getting. You might come into prosperity, and they are going to want to take advantage of you. Please let me come back. I love you. Don't move on. Don't go with this new person. Don't have a new life. Let me back. Let me burden you. Let me stress you out. Let me damage everything you have. No, you're not having it. You're stubborn with the Taurus energy. You don't want to share. You don't want to give. You're not going to be giving the time of day to this toxic, obsessed, unstable person. This person could be very manipulative. They could be into drugs. They could have mental illness. They could be narcissistic, unstable, violent. The list goes on, you guys. This person is extremely damaged. You know, you don't want anything to do with this person. They're just, it's not a good deal. It's not a good deal. It's like, yeah, let me just, you know, accept you back into my life and let you fuck everything up for me, steal from me, take from me, break everything that I have, take things away. Like, it's just not a good deal. And it's becoming very apparent to everybody around them that, like, wow, you guys are really just fucked up. Or this, you are just really a liability. You are really just reckless. You are really just irresponsible. People don't want this person around. They don't want anything to do with this person. This is not just you, but this is everybody around them. Nobody wants to give this person time, attention, energy, or money. People don't trust this person or these people. They see them as manipulative, dishonest, maybe even abusive. People want nothing to do with this person. And meanwhile, you're going to be going through blessings, fated destiny here. We have like luck, abundance, happiness, joy, miracles. This is all happening, and it feels like a miracle because you're getting blessed as they go through their karma. Again, multiple sources of income while they receive multiple sources of karma. Comment that below. This is amazing, you guys. I like this. I'm hearing ding dong, the witch is dead. We have Page of Cups. So we have friends coming forward. They could be apologizing to you, because this can be apologies. This can be friends. And we have the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. It's like they see you pursuing. You pursued something and you're coming into finances and abundance. You could also be seeing somebody new. You could receive a message from somebody that you're invested in, and you guys could be seeing each other, and now you have everything that you want. You have your life back. You have your freedom back. You have multiple sources of income. You're getting to view the enemy going through karma. And now you have love. Okay? You have multiple people also validating you, apologizing to you, or they also feel the same way about this person. Now everyone sees them clearly. They could be under investigation. Like, you truly have it all now, because the last cherry on top would be your love, you know, love life coming in. You do have somebody that's going to reach out to you, maybe apologize. You're going to start to see them again, and boom, now you have it all. You have it all. This is beautiful, you guys. I like this. So let's get some blessings for you, and we'll sign off. Blessings for my collective. We have energy returns, people returning your effort, your love, etc. Returns on energy spent. We have replenished, reciprocation, renewal, and getting what you give. Amazing. So everything that you've been putting out, things that you've done for people, being understanding, caring, loving, you're going to get that back. Whether it's from multiple people, whether it's from the law system, or whether it's from, you know, a lover that comes through. You're going to be receiving everything that you put out and give. You're getting it back. What is that? Something smells like it's burning. That is so odd, you guys. I can't find where the smell's coming from. It kind of disappeared. So it kind of just came in and left. So that may resonate for some of you. There's something about a burning smell. Somebody may even get a stroke. Okay, so there could be a health problem coming in for somebody. They might suffer some kind of stroke or maybe a fire. Man, I hate to say that, but that's not a coincidence, okay? That was like a ghost scent and it was strong. It had me looking for a second. I thought there's a fire somewhere. So next we have true colors exposed. So it says saving yourself from worse betrayals. We have test and gifts. We have rewarded test. We have life improving by cutting out bad people. And we have true motives showing. Exactly. So you guys, everybody is going to see this person or these people's true colors. Everybody. True colors are now exposed. Everybody sees, you know, who this person is or who these people are. And you are having a test in the future when this person comes back to beg. Please reconsider. Please let me back. Please, I want you back.